Hi everyone, this is Rose here from Rose's Garden in Zone 6B, New Jersey. So today I am continuing to plant my potatoes. I did a few days ago, I forgot what day it was. I planted a bunch of, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six. I planted 7 containers of potatoes. These are my red potatoes. Now, I cannot remember what potato they are, but I do know that they are a red one. It may be a Norland red. I forgot what the other one might be, but I think that's the one I have. And I planted out a bunch of them, but today I wanted to show you exactly how I did it. Um, so I will be using a mixture for my soil. I'm going to be using a mixture of peat moss, um, organic potting soil, and some compost, right? So I have this here, I have my potting mix there, and then I have some compost outside. If you can see, like way back there behind that car. Oh, yeah, actually, it's right there. Yeah. So I'm going to go get some compost from that. I did have some compost delivered a while back, early spring. And so that's what I've been using in my garden, as well as I'm going to be using that, for the top of the containers. Now, these are grow bags that I'm growing in. I got these off of Amazon. And again, like I said, I planted a bunch of them already, but I wanted to show you the process of how it's done. All right, let's go. So this one here, I had started this, but it just got too late and I couldn't go any further. So I just said, let me just wait and then I'll be able to show you guys. So I just open the container with the soil. So I just empty it out and then I will mix in. You can't really see, but there it is. And this one was a brand that I used to love to use. I still do actually, but I didn't see that when I went to Home Depot, so I got what they had. This one I had from last year. So what I'm doing here is I'm just loosening the soil so that way I don't have a bunch of clumps, right? And then I will mix in the peat moss and I will put some fertilizer in the bed, in the bed, in the in the container, and then I will top it off with compost and water it in. All right, so there we go. All right, then what did I do with the container? The container, this is my container water package of peat moss. I've had this for a few years and it's still great. All right, so mixing in peat moss. All right, so what I have here is the potting mix. Um, I put that in the bottom, and then I put some peat moss. That's this brown stuff here. This is peat moss, and I do pretty much the same ratio of peat moss and the potting soil. And then I will mix it together, put my fertilizer in, and then I will top it off. Put the potatoes in, then I top it off with the compost, right? So I just mix this in with the potting soil that is already there on the bottom. And then once I have that mixed in, then I will plant my potatoes, right? Planting is a lot of work, but it's so worth it. And what I love is once I've planted everything, and then when you start to see, well, I don't know about everybody else, but when I start to see, you know, the plant starting to grow, or whatever vegetable, fruit, whatever it is, it's always so exciting to me. And I'm just like, oh my God, God is so amazing, because you can literally take one seed, whether it's a seed potato, whether it's a tomato seed, a pepper seed, and you use one pepper seed and you plant it and you get a bunch of peppers. I mean, literally, no one's ever supposed to be hungry. At least I don't think, if it's possible that you can plant something, even if it's on your deck. This is my back door. There's a little patio out here, and yeah, I don't come out here otherwise, so I figure, why not? Why not just plant some stuff? My garden is almost packed. I have so many other things to plant, but what I'm basically saying is that, if you have the ability, to plant something, whether it's, on a small little area that you may have outside, or on a deck or back porch, whatever it is, try to plant something. The yield that you get back from it is so worth it, because when you go to the supermarket, at least for me, when I go to the supermarket, before I started planting peppers, or even, my first 2 years of planting peppers, when I didn't have any idea what I was doing, and I didn't put it, plant enough. And then I would end up having to go to the supermarket to go buy peppers. And I always bought organic peppers. And I would pay almost $5 for two peppers. And I was like, this is crazy. So I learned my lesson, and I made sure going forward that I planted enough peppers always to be able to last me until I planted more peppers again and was able to harvest. All right, so that's done. Mixing it all in together. Now I'm going to add my fertilizers, which are, I use this for most things, Garden Tone. No, I'm sorry. I do use Garden Tone too, but not in here. This is Plant Tone. This is 533. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a 533. This is NPK 533. And then I also use bone meal. Bone meal is a 4120. Right? Um, this is a root crop, so you definitely want more phosphorus than nitrogen, right? We don't want a bunch of leafy growth, which is the nitrogen. We want the root crop to develop, right? So I put about, I would say, 2.5 handfuls of the Plant-Tone, and then I'll just do one of, this is bone meal for potatoes, all right? And then I will mix it into the top layer of the mix, all right? And then I'm ready to plant, guys. It's that easy, even though it's not easy. None of this is easy. But then again, nothing in life is easy, right? All right, so now that that's done, I am going to get my potatoes here. And just to show you, so these are the potatoes here. I had them in my basement, and I had cut them and I had them hard enough. I don't think I had to do that, but anyhow, I did. So I'm just gonna put them facing up, with the sprout facing up, and I'm putting what is this? Is 4? I might put 5 in this bed. So this I want facing up. I'm gonna put this one here. Well, let's make it a little deeper. Put that one there. I'm going to put this one in the middle. It's a tiny one. And then I'm gonna put one more over here. One more. All right. This one I'm going to put like that. Yeah. All right. And then I just cover everything over. Right? Cover it all over. And then last thing I'll do is I will add the compost. Here's my compost. Nice and rich. I had this delivered early spring. And that's what I have been putting in my actual garden bed. All the garden beds that I have, I've put this in there, and then I planted in most of them. I still have one that I need to clean and plant in, but that's it. So cover everything over. I will water this in. Now, what I've noticed is sometimes after watering it in, oh, I'm tired. I will see sometimes, just the tip of what I planted. So if I do see that, I'll just put some more compost on top, and then that's it. And so the last thing I have to do now is water it in. And I literally just move my watering can around the edges, and then in the center, just to make sure that the dirt isn't all, settling in one area, and it's watered evenly. So I will continue to water this. I realize I'm usually using, one of these pretty much. And that seems to do the trick for me. By that time, it starts to come out the bottom, and then it'll be good. All right. And so this is, let's see, 7, 8, 9. I have a few more to go. Let's put it that way. And I am finishing those tonight. And then I will label them. And then once they come outside of the dirt, they start to actually shoot out the dirt, I will do another video just to show you the progress, right? That's the best part. But yeah, that part makes me very, very excited to see. All right, so I'm just waiting for the water to go down some, and then it's settling. I can see that. And then I'll finish off this, and then that's it, guys. That's it. Alrighty. I hope that video helped someone who is trying to plant. If you have any questions, of course, you can always ask in the comment area. I can't see you all. Yeah, you can ask in the comment area. I'll be glad to share whatever information I have, and I can only give you based on my experience. I have been gardening for about, I would say, 5.5 years. So, I mean, let's listen. It's a learning experience. Every year, I learn something new, and whatever I do learn that's new, I can change, I adapt, I incorporate whatever I can to make things better and make things grow more abundantly. So, if I can help you, I will be glad to help you. All right, guys. See you soon.